Alright, so just want to show 10 two-card combo routes that we've been working on. In actual gameplay, you're typically going to have variations on these paths based on what card you have in your hand. With a full hand you have more variants, more branches you can take, different options, but these routes are good places to start, and by learning them we can kind of work on how to build out from there, figure out what you're going to do in different situations. Because the cards are new, more will be discovered, I'm sure, and as always, there are typically different ways you can take each of these pairs. These are just examples. Starting with a basic Medrol arms play. And you'll see this is hold one set a lot. Okay, and an example of two warriors where one of them is a level 4 fire. Okay, and a variation of the Medrol line that uses Bradamant. You can just do the same lines, of course. This line is almost identical. The primary difference is the extra level 4 that you have placed in grave at the end of the line. This means it may come up in larger hands where you have access to a second copy of the field spell or stuff like that. Tough to say. Medrol lines tend to be a lot more varied when you add a third card to the mix, but I really wanted to focus on 2-card pairs for this one. Okay, and a whole bunch of OGA lines. A lot of these OGA lines are going to focus on getting Gearfried live early. This is to protect from Nibiru. And other than that, you're going to see a lot of common elements because the lines do tend to share very similar plays off of Angelica, which isn't terribly surprising. Okay. One thing I do want to note about this line I'm going to show is that you're also setting up a rank 4, such as King Kustuni for going second. And here we're going to show Ogier with a fusion spell. And Ogier and Museum. This one's probably my favorite. Okay. And here we have an extra search, so we're going to go ahead and get our trap set up too, which is something you're going to do quite often in the other lines. When you have the third card, you have an extra piece around. Because you have 5 cards, it'll come up quite often. Now we have the pretty common Ogier no opening. This one I actually end up using High Lance to get the equip live. You don't have to do this step, but it is required if you want to get Siegfried live before 5 for Nibiru. Up to you if the extra slot is worth it. Still up to debate internally. And from here the line pretty much goes the same as most of the others. Seen this a million times. Okay. And here's a kind of neat one where you start with Richard. Hopefully won't come too often, but it's worth knowing. And we're going to get to dump the trap here. There's just not a better dump target with just those 2 cards, so just getting it set up means you have follow-up in addition to your 2 disruptions. And finally, Turpin and the fusion. And you have the Joy sitting here, so if you have other cards to work with, you can extend this further, of course. Alright, so yeah, that's just 10 kind of basic 2-card demonstrations to give people an idea of how we're branching out, building off. Use those as the roots, and then build combos from there. That's all.